You're about 75% fastballs and sliders and changeup for Tringale. Started the year in the bullpen, has gone to the starting role, and he's given up a few of those since doing it.
Josh Smith will put it in the squirrel's lap. 8th home run of the season. When you put them into the trees here, you've done something special.
We saw Judd Ward take the ball out of the ballpark low and inside the left-handed hitter in the game earlier, and right here Josh Smith gets a low and inside fastball and just smokes it to right field to give LSU the early lead.
I know that's kind of the happy zone for most left-handed hitters, but Smith.
Payoff to Allen. To second, sliding stop. Brant Broussard can't do anything with it.
Stuck in his glove. Did you see that? Got stuck in the webbing of his glove.
See that often. But those cross webs, that can happen. You got too much gap in between. If you don't tighten it up, that ball hits hard enough, it gets in one of those corners, and you're not going to throw the ball with the glove over to first base from there. Brant Broussard along with Howell Ute.
Pitch out. Oh, hit the catcher's mitt. And Saul Garza needs to stretch that left hand. It'll give Khalil first base.
Yeah, this one's dangerous, and some of it is too. If you're going to pitch out, you got to pitch out, because they guessed right here. But the problem is it's too close, and so the natural move of Garza is to go get it. Watch him get so much closer to the hitter, and I don't know if it was a hit and run, but I'll tell you this, from Khalil's standpoint, that's a really smart play, because if it's not, you're going to make contact with the catcher's glove at that point.
Baseball America had him as a 7th ranked SEC prospect going into the draft coming into the year. He drops a laser. This one's going to one-hop the fence. Allen has scored. Khalil hustling behind him, and South Carolina takes the lead on a 2-run double from Chris Cullen.
Well, this is what you want, your senior leaders to come through. Chris Cullen had a 9-hole, gets a fastball he can handle with 2 guys on and just rips it in the gap. Watch this swing, nice and compact. Ball splits the plate, not exactly what Cole Henry wanted to do with that pitch. So much movement on the ball that it actually comes back over the plate. Chris Cullen just hammers it.
That's a really 210.
Hit him, got him in the foot. So we've had catcher's interference, which is an E2 and a hit batter. Go
mix it up.
Match your black shirt. Strike 3 called. 3rd strikeout for Cole Henry.
Changeup of those is hot, and based on how fast Henry moves, it's probably the gear that's hot.
Through the left side, Eister has another hit. Cullen will come home to score, and South Carolina jumps out to a 3-1 lead. Hunter at second, Eister's at first. Berryhill looks at a curveball that kicks past the catcher Garza, gets all the way back near the on-deck circle. And a wild pitch. Now has 2 Gamecocks in scoring position.
Garza's got to block this ball, and he tried to catch it, and that's the challenge. Break a ball down to the dirt. I mean, watch where it is. He goes out and tries to catch it. You got to get down and block that one.
Yeah, he doesn't get his body in front of it either. He's just trying to pick it. Then he couldn't find it for a second. And now you're concerned if you're Matt.
Curveball laced into center field. Campbell will score. Here comes Eister. And South Carolina with a monster second.
And that's a direct result of what I just said. Matthew Beck wants to bounce this ball to get a swing and miss, but he's afraid he's going to throw it to the backstop, and so he hangs it. And then Berryhill just pounds it up the middle.
Impressive inning right here for the Gamecocks. Playing for their lives right here. I mean, they get beaten this one. That's season. They win this one, and I'm sure that's some of just kind of the overall feedback from Mark Kingston, right?
Broussard at a U-high and to the left side through Olsen. 2nd hit of the game for LSU. And back to the top of the order, and Josh Smith.
That's twice. It's 2 times, and you may not see it twice in the entire season. Tringale's.
Duplantis draws a 2-out walk, and LSU has loaded the bases for Cade Beloso. Beloso can do some damage, and he sends this one to shallow right. It'll drop. 1 run is scored. Smith coming home. The throw cut off. And LSU's back in business. First pitch swinging for Cade Beloso.
For Beloso, Todd, I mean, you think he's going up there looking fastball. He didn't get one. Got a changeup, gets all the way out in front of it. And even though Noah Campbell, the South Carolina second baseman, was playing shallow right field, this one just gets put in the right spot. First pitch changeup, kind of cap shot to right, but it works.
And probably a little too hard of a changeup, and Cade Beloso was fired up.
And elevated, too.
And elevated, that's right.
To the right side, Campbell takes care of it. Cade Beloso, 2-run assistant at Georgia last year. Prior to that, the head coach at Oklahoma. Howell gets hit by a pitch here to start the 4th.
Seen you tip anybody, actually.
That one got all the way to the double doors and headed to second as Hughes. It'll be a wild pitch.
He crossed him up with nobody on second base.
5 or 6, and
it's going to take more than that.
Got to go to.
Oh yeah, it's going to take more than that. You got to go get him right now. This is kind of when the environment starts catching up to a freshman right here, and you just don't get the feeling he's going to find it in a spot like this. Hughes is trying to give him an out right here, and he threw it behind him
when he's trying to throw.
Count to Broussard. And Coyne able to strike him out.
Wow, that's pretty good. Coming the game down.
That one through the hole on the right side. It's now a 1-run game. Smith has driven in a pair tonight.
Well, certain guys come up big in big situations. We saw Kramer Robertson do it a few years ago for LSU. Josh Smith is that guy this year. Plays the same position at shortstop. Gets
2-0 pitch to Duplantis. Yanked down the line. Late jump for Smith, who is heading back to the bag. Ball finally dug out by Allen in the corner. Smith stops at third. And Antoine Duplantis fit that one between the leather of Cullen and the chalk down the dirt.
And you can't blame Josh Smith for that one. I mean, he did the right thing. Thought the first baseman would make that play, tried to get back. But once it gets past first base, he is on his horse, rounding second. Great job by Antoine Duplantis, who saw triple all the way, but had to watch the lead runner, Josh Smith, and holds up at second base. With only 1 out, LSU down by 1, second and third.
Yeah, that base run is exactly what he's got to do.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice.
It's so often you hear people talk about freezing on a line drive. I mean, his movement was actually going back.
That one off of the catcher. Here comes Smith. He is safe at the plate.
Wow.
A wild pitch brings home a run.
So we were talking about it earlier today, that secondary lead to where you're talking about taking the extra base, and this is well done by Smith. Watch this. So 1-2, land on that right foot. He read it in the dirt and didn't wait to see where the baseball went. The minute that ball went in the dirt, got away just enough. If he hesitates right there, this play could end up, if the throw's decent, being a lot closer than it was. But the left hand just slides in there. I like the aggressive base runner right there by
the plate, kind of sweep tag like that. He was a little close on that one.
Popped up. Olsen in foul territory.
Wow. 3-0 green light for Beloso right there. And Yeah, he got to get more out of a 3-0 swing than that one there.
Cabrera grounded out last time up. Right side, that one gets through, and LSU has claimed the lead. And a 2-out single by Daniel Cabrera. Breaking ball hammered to left. Eister sees it drop in front of him. Watson's got a multi-hit game.
Just recognize spin on that one.
That one to the right side. Cullen tosses to Coyne, covering the bag. 3-run. How's grandma's favorite player ever? That'd be Jim Rice.
For the clarification.
1-1 pitch. Broussard surprises, and Olsen can't pick it up. 2 on with 1 out. Of 43 career hits. And this could be 344, and a run will score. It's a 7-5 LSU lead.
Antoine Duplantis with the rollover, but speed kills, put it in a perfect spot where Cullen had to come in on it. Parker Coyne trying to cover first, but it's too late. Antoine Duplantis, 344 hits in 4 years at LSU.
3-hole hitter Cade Beloso to the plate. Parmy. Auburn did. Here's a line drive to center, and that could bring home another run. Beloso's got his second hit of the game, his third ribby. 8-5.
Every spot in the lineup's just different, and again, the freshman Cade Beloso is having to hold down that 3-hole tonight, and he's done a fantastic job. Just gets a fastball out over the plate. Another low pitch to the left-hander, goes down and gets it, drives it into center field.
Flag down by Cullen. Nice job on the timing pattern with Wesley Sweat.
And they just had these bright eyes of, is this really going on? And his dad was just so nervous.
The minute they mentioned the word, I'm out.
And that's it. Through the right side, and Campbell's got his second hit. To right, Duplantis. 2 down. So Khalil makes it a 2-run game.
Back on that curveball just to respect it.
Little dribbler Hughes again side saddles it and takes care of Eister. South Carolina. Got him with 96. Peterson's second K.
So gets a check swing on the.
Swing and a miss to finish it off. 3 Ks for Peterson. And a game that clocks in at 3 hours and 26 minutes.